Hey everyone, Sweet Johnny Cage here, back with another guide for Final Fantasy VII Remake. This time in the intermission episode with Yuffie, I'm going to show you how to complete the Happy Turtle ad campaign. And in order to do that, you have to find 6 flyers for the Happy Turtle. All of these are scattered around the Sector 7 slums, and you can do this in its entirety as soon as you get the quest. So I'll show you all 6 locations, and then at the end, you will get the MAGNIFY MATERIA. So without further ado, let's get started. The first flyer is hidden by some children, so you want to go to this location on the map. It's sort of dead south in the Sector 7 Slums town area. And there's just some cardboard boxes. You could walk right through them, and then the flyer is just behind them. For number 2, you want to go to the southeast corner of the Sector 7 Slums area, near Wedge. And then you can hop over this box, and then you can press triangle to blow up the inflatable balloon. And then the flyer will sort of drop to the ground. So just hop back over the box, and then right near the kids, you can pick up flyer number 2. For flyer number 3, you want to go to the apartments and go to the second floor, and then a little sneaking mini game will begin, and you just have to get past the dog without him noticing you. The easiest way to do this, or really the only way to do it, is just wait until the dog lays down, and even during the animation of the dog laying down, it will count as being asleep, and then you can see the little sleep cloud or sleep bubble coming up over its head. So then once that happens, just pause behind the nearest crate. You basically just want to do this one crate at a time, and then just sneak to the third and final one, and then you want to wait one more time for the dog to fall asleep. You can rotate the camera so you're looking into the apartment complex from the outside. This gives you a perfect view of the flyer as well as the dog. And very important, you do not want to wake the dog up by walking into the mop bucket and mop. If you do that, the dog will wake up and you have to start all the way over. I guess that's really a broom. But once you have the triangle prompt, mash it as quickly as you can. This way the dog doesn't wake up, and then you'll get flyer number 3. For flyer number 4, you want to go to this section of the Sector 7 slums, sort of dead north, maybe a little northwest, and then you can crawl through the little pipe, and then you'll be in this area with the cats. So with this area, I don't know if it's randomized. I only did this once, but you want to find the cat with the correct magazine, or flyer or newsletter or whatever. This cat is reading about President Shinra. He's very smart. But again, I don't know if this is random. For me, the cat was all the way in the back, which leads me to believe that it's probably going to be there for you too. But it's basically the last cat you can find. You do not have to inspect any of them before finding this cat. You can just go right up to it. You don't have to waste any time. There is a chest here containing 2 high potions. So if you're collecting items, go ahead and get that. And then just interact with this cat. It will sort of shoo away, and then you get the 4th flyer. Flyer number 5 can be found on the town bulletin board. This is sort of east, all the way east, almost near the train station, but there is a bulletin board, and the flyer isn't actually visible, but you can walk up to the board, press triangle, and then Yuffie rips off a different poster to reveal the Turtle Paradise flyer, or I guess the Happy Turtle as it's called in Remake. The 6th and final flyer can be found in the factory area of the Sector 7 slums. In basically the deepest part, you'll have to fight and defeat 2 Venomantis enemies, but these guys are actually very weak to ice, so go ahead and change your ninjutsu to ice, and then just sort of let it rip. These guys can deal a ton of damage. They will also poison you, so you do have to watch out for that. However, what I recommend doing is attempting to get them near each other, and then start popping off with your ice ninjutsu. And in case you're not familiar with how the ninjutsu works up until this point, or you haven't really explored it, basically when you throw your shuriken and you start mashing square, the shuriken will deal elemental damage based on the ninjutsu that you have selected. So you can select from the 4 elements: fire, ice, lightning, and wind. And then since these guys are weak to ice, you can sort of group them up, and then they will get pressured and eventually staggered. So just, press triangle, keep mashing square. The prompt in the bottom left will say retrieve while the ninja star is out, and then, or the shuriken while it's out, and if it comes back to you, it will then say throw again. So just sort of keep an eye on that. It will come back after a little bit of time, but once everybody's staggered, you want to go ahead and use your Art of War ability, because this is a very nice AoE ability, and it deals a ton of damage, especially when everything's grouped up. So once everything is defeated, you want to head to this specific spot in this little arena, and you'll see a stack of boxes. Break the stack, and then you can get the 6th and final flyer. And if this is your final flyer, you will have the option to teleport back to Old Snapper, and then the quest will automatically complete, or you can continue exploring this area and you can actually get the chakra materia as well near the vending machine and the bench, in case you haven't gotten that already. But once you return to Old Snapper and complete the quest, he will give you the MAGNIFY materia. And again, if you're new to Final Fantasy VII Remake, this is sort of like the all materia from the original game, in that when you use it, spells will, the attached spell, or whatever the materia that is linked to the MAGNIFY materia, will replicate. This works for damaging spells as well as healing spells, so, you know, if you ever want to be sort of like a healing machine and just always be able to heal your party to full health, equip this with the cure materia, and then you're good to go. Otherwise, you can use it with damaging materia and deal a ton of AoE damage. But that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Final Fantasy VII Remake, especially for INTERgrade, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'll speak Johnny Cage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.